Now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 3. NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Niners offense set to go to work, and it's last year's revelation, Brock Purdy, who leads them out in season number 2 from Iowa State.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got a sight set on another big game.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A big play there on the first play of the game. 56 yards on the ground. And I don't want to harp on it, but this defense among the bottom in the league against the run, and they show it right there.
And it doesn't matter when you get prepared for this defense, whether you're good running the ball or not. That's your plan. Run the ball against them. That's their weakness. And by the way, I think you harped on it.
I did. My bad. 67 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this in the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Moody good with an extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll. Bringing them out, the former Tar Heel, second-year pro, Sam Howell.
And he left North Carolina with most of his school's records, and at one point was thought to be maybe the #1 quarterback in his draft class. He does bring deceptive athleticism and plenty of upside to the table. Add some consistency, and maybe he can really unlock what he can be in the NFL.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Howell. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Yetur Gross-Matos getting in there to make the play.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up. Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Javon Hargrave in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Now here's Michael Dixon as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It's fielded at the 45. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that one. By rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. When the starters went up to score in the first half, backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle.
And out of bounds all the way down to the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're over.
That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the 49ers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now 14-0.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Powell down to throw it.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Running right, here's Walker. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
Coming through that time and stopping it for a loss was Drake Jackson. Nice play.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
And Howe will throw it.
Being chased out left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's third down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Howe throwing on third down here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A quick throw out to Lockett.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
You look at this Niner defense.
We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
Fighting him off. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
And the Seahawks first down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action.
Little bootleg here. Howell. This one into the hands of Metcalf.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
To the right side, this is Walker. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
3 yards, all they can muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on fourth down. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well, somewhat calm, only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, I like how you said when we mentioned it. I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
Like my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things.
Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover.
And the defense, they get to Howard. Will go down here.
Javon Hargrave. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Throwing here, Howell.
And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
On 1st down, Purdy.
Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
In motion right, Debo. Second down, here's Purdy to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
On fourth down, here's Purdy.
Dancing to his left. Touchdown! George Kittle with a second touchdown here in this first half.
And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is up to 18 now. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Now he'll look to throw it.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Purdy looking to throw.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Touchdown 49ers!
Christian McCaffrey Niners are able to add on to their first half lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And a rout is on here in this first half. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it's finished off by a receiving touchdown from Christian McCaffrey. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield.
Dwayne Eskridge.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seahawks. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there.
This fielded right at the goal line. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. Purdy now to throw off the play action.
This one caught by Kittle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Now on first down, it's Purdy.
Eluding the pressure right.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
34 yards the gain that time. Another first down. Purdy now to throw.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! George Kittle on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Good with the extra point.
And a rout is on here in this first half.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Howell throwing on first down here. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Deommodore Lenoir. And the Niners are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And the rout is on here in this first half.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And the Seahawks offense going to get one final possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Javon Hargrave, the former Eagle, there on the stop.
So we've reached halftime.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
Now Howell. They'll lock it. And he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Howell sliding down, and he picks up the first on that play. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
At the 43-yard line.
Howell out of the shotgun. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Howell from the gun. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This will be taken at the 10. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
He's got his target. That's complete. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 52 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Touchdown 49ers. 27 yards. And the 49ers extend their lead yet again. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Seahawks 10. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
He completes this to Walker. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And able to get this out to the 25. Yeah, we will get another look at Seattle's offense. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Now it's the backup Smith.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here's Smith.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Yeah, they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on for the 5th time here today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is fielded at the 7.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards.
And that will come the offense as they take over.
There's receiver Brandon Ayuk as San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara.
Flush to his right.
And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield.
Well, he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it.
There's Purdy on 1st and 10.
And he's going to lose yardage here.
as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter play. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Oh, nice move. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
You got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Play action. Now Purdy. That is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Steps away to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch. To the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing now is Geno. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it, and were able to keep the drive moving.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
129 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey.
Taken down at the 47-yard line. From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 19 on a 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Extra point try now for Moody.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Now Geno on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Buying time to his left. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 3rd and 8.
Looking to throw. Myers. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
On first down, this is McCaffrey.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you know